Hey, look around. What do you see? Do you see old papers on desk? Potato chips? Some beer? Maybe there is a large green plants and family photos warming your heart with nostalgia. Peek through the window now. Your neighbors watching TV or breathtaking garden with roses and walnut tree. Listen closely to the sounds. Are they pleasant to your ears? Now grab your phone, check social media, and notice the first 5 posts that catch your eye. How do they make you feel? Joy, inspiration, laughter, or frustration? All of this is your surroundings, and after watching this video, you will look at them from a different perspective. In the first part of the video, I will talk about why your surroundings matter and share some real-life shocking situations that prove it. In the second part of the video, we will dive into the exact steps you can take today to shape your surroundings for living your best life. My goal is to give you as much value as possible, so please find a comfortable spot, enjoy the video and take some notes. Let's get started. Let me share an interesting study that looked at patients recovering from gallbladder surgery. In this study, some patients had a view of nature from their hospital rooms, while others faced a brick wall. Both groups received similar medical care and attention to make sure the results were accurate. During their recovery, the patients with the nature view felt more relaxed and less stressed. The patients facing the brick wall felt bored and restless. It's not just limited to hospital settings. Even in other aspects of your life, the environment can play a crucial role in promoting healing and reducing stress. By paying attention to your environment and making conscious choices to create a soothing atmosphere, you can make yourself feel happier. Back in 1997, 39 members of the Heaven's Gate cult tragically committed mass suicide. They believed in a bizarre idea that an alien spaceship was following a comet and that they could reach a higher existence by leaving their earthly bodies. The cult members lived in a secluded and tightly controlled place, cut off from the outside world and surrounded only by other believers. The leaders were charismatic and used psychological tricks to make the followers completely obedient and loyal. In preparation for their departure, the cult members wore matching black clothing and brand new Nike sneakers. They consumed a lethal mixture of phenobarbital and applesauce, followed by vodka, to ensure a peaceful death. They believed that by leaving their human bodies, they were shedding their physical vessels to reach the spaceship that would transport them to their desired afterlife. The Heaven's Gate mass suicide serves as a tragic reminder of how people can be drawn into extreme ideologies, especially when combined with charismatic leadership and a sense of community. In the 60s, psychologist Stanley Milgram did some experiments to see how people would react to authority figures, even if it meant hurting others. The participants were told they were in a study about learning and memory and were made teachers. They had to give electric shocks to another person called the learner, whether the learner made a mistake in a memory task. But here's the catch. The learner was an actor, and the shocks were not real. The participants, though, thought the shocks were genuine, and they got stronger with each mistake. The important part of the experiment was the authority figure, the experimenter, who wore a lab coat and told the participants what to do. Even when the learners were in pain and begged to stop, the experimenter insisted the participants continue giving shocks. Surprisingly, many participants kept giving shocks, even when they believed they were hurting someone seriously.
Incorrect. This one will be 195 volts. The correct one.
Let me out of here.
Slow.
Let me
Dance.
out of here. My heart's bothering me. Let me out of here. You have no right to keep me here. Let me out. Let me out of here. Let me out.
Continue, please.
Let me out of here. My heart's bothering me. Let
Go
me
on.
out. Let me
You're
out.
responsible for it.
The authority figure and the lab environment had a big effect on the participants' actions. They went against their own beliefs and values. This behavior shows how powerful authority can be and how surroundings can influence how we act. So there are three key components that shape your reality. First, everything around you in the material world, like your environment and possessions. The people who surround you, such as your family, colleagues, friends, and even virtual friends you spend your time with. Authorities and powerful individuals who can influence your opinions and beliefs. Okay, now the most interesting part comes. We will be creating a brand new reality for you that you could reach your goals. Do you want to be a successful businessman, or maybe a great parent? Or do you want to be financially independent? Or maybe you want to have a corporate job and feel safe. No one else but you decide. What do you want? I'm sure you've heard this 10,000 times. Set up specific goal.
Hit a goal.
Achieving goals.
Gold.
And you're kind of sick of it, but without clarifying this little small step, you cannot reach that goal if you don't know what exactly you want. So please take your time, pause the video, grab a pen, some paper, and just write down, what do you want? It's crazy, but people spend 80% of their time at home. So just let your environment to make a good decisions automatically for you. Let's say you want to lose 10 kilos. And instead of keeping yourself away from sweets from fridge, just don't buy any sweets. What I've noticed is super hard to stop binge eating a chocolate bar. But it's super easy, just don't start. And even with me, when I just have a small piece of a chocolate or a pancake or whatever I like, I just can't stop. But if I don't take any bites of the sweets or candies or whatever, it's super easy, just don't start. If you want to be more productive, get rid of distractions. If it's social media, set up time limits for any social media you get lost usually. If you want to feel more calm and peaceful, create a nice place for meditation, add some plants, set up a relaxing music on the background. If you want to improve your physical health, create a designed workout area at home, stock your kitchen with healthy foods, and make a habit of going for a walk. So it's all about you and your goals, whatever you want. Just build a supportive environment that it helped you to make good decisions automatically. So now when you created a perfect place for yourself, let's create the perfect community. Look at your goal and analyze the circle of people you interact with the most. Answer following questions. Do these people contribute to my life and support me to become better? Do they make me closer to my goal? Are they supportive and encouraging? Is there mutual respect and trust? Do they bring positivity into my life? Do they inspire personal growth? Do they add value to my life? How do I feel after spending time with them? You are on average 5 people you spend the most time with. That's it. If you want to be a successful businessman, surround yourself with successful businessmen. How to find them? Go to conferences, visit some meetings where potential businessmen can be, explore new places and talk to people. Make those connections and stick to them, and you will see a big difference in your life in a short period of time. So now take the list with your goal. Look at your goal and think what kind of people you need to surround yourself with in order to reach that goal. Remember the experiment with electroshocks? This experiment shows that authority and context can strongly shape your behavior, even make you do something you wouldn't normally do. So first you need to understand how to protect yourself to getting under the other people's influence.
Developing critical thinking is probably the best defense against don't let other people think for you. Always think for yourself, does this really make sense? Is this really good? A lot of times whenever you're not thinking critically, you're thinking purely like with your emotions only. And a lot of times people can get swept up in different ideas, especially things that that cause anger. Anger reduces critical thinking. A sense of there's something you've got to have will reduce critical thinking. You know, one of the most important parts of critical thinking is identifying assumptions and thinking, okay, what am I assuming about this topic, right? What are 3 things I assume to be true about this, right? And so you write them down, and then you question, then you think, well, why do I assume that to be true? Once you're doing that, you're really on your way to critical thinking, because you're just really taking time to evaluate things in a logical progression and understand it.
We always can be misled by following someone's advice. Someone we love, our mom, our dad, our partner, our best friend. But too often they provide advice in the field they are not the best. Let's say your mom gives you an advice about relationships, and she is in a marriage for over 20 years and has a really strong connection with her husband. It's okay to listen to her opinion and advice, because she's pretty succeeded in relationship. But what if she gives you advice about how you need to run your business, but she herself has zero experience in this? Do you need to still listen to her advice and opinion? Or maybe you need to listen to other people's opinion who already built a business and who already got this real life experience. Too often people act according to their emotions. In this case, you need to learn how to use critical thinking. So now you know that everything that's around you shapes your reality. Material world, people and leaders and mentors, everything shapes your life the way it is now. So if you don't like it, change it. Thank you for watching this video. Be safe and sound. See ya.